Hello, welcome back to Intentional Living. I am your host, Shannon Moore, and today I'm back with day 3 of our DIY Valentine's Day Tablescape. Today I worked on some champagne flutes and some shot glasses for my husband and I to enjoy while we have our dinner on Valentine's Day. So if you're interested in how I did this project, stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share me with family and friends. So these glasses came from the Dollar Tree. They were $1 a piece, the champagne flutes. These small glasses here, I'm going to be using them as shot glasses, but they came in a pack of 3 and they were labeled as dessert glasses. But I know what they really are. Anywho, so I've got my Fatback Gems, my scrap bag of diamond bling wrap, and some extra just in case. I've also got my extra fine glitter that I got from Micheals. My Mod Podge gloss, make sure it is gloss because we're dealing with glitter. Anytime you're dealing with glitter, you want to make sure that you're using gloss Mod Podge. The matte turns out really pretty, but it dulls the glitter a tad bit. Painter's masking tape that I got from the Dollar Tree. And my sponges to get the job done. So first I'm going to start by removing any labels that are on my glasses, taking those off, and cleaning off anywhere where glue from the label is left behind. I'm going to make sure that we're starting with clean glass. So I'm going to start with my painter's tape, and I'm going to rip off as much of it as I think that I may need. And then I'm going to cut it in half because I don't need that much for what I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to lay it on my glass to create the border or the design for the Mod Podge and glitter that I'm going to be doing. Once I've got my painter's tape in the design that I want, I'm going to make sure that I apply lots of pressure to that painter's tape. So as I'm applying my Mod Podge and glitter, nothing seeps underneath it. I want for my lines to be as clean as possible. I'm also leaving space at the top of my glass open so that we can drink from it. I don't want to put my lips to the glass and taste Mod Podge. So I'm going to make sure that I am giving an inch and a half space at the top of the champagne flute for us to be able to enjoy them, fill them up and drink with them. Applying my Mod Podge, I want to make sure that I'm applying a generous amount, and I also want to make sure that it is even. I don't want it to be chunky when I apply the glitter in certain spots. So I'm going to apply my Mod Podge evenly all around my champagne flute. And then I'm going to apply glitter to the top of that. Don't forget the bottom rim to your glass as well. You want to cover that. This just gives it a full, cohesive, covered look for your glass. I just sat it down on the plate and rubbed it around to get the glitter on top of the Mod Podge in this spot. It wasn't necessary for me to dump more glitter on top of that little spot when there was plenty of it on the plate. Now I'm going to start with my shot glass, and I'm going to do the same process that I did on my champagne flute, applying the painter's tape to the glass to create the border or the design for how I want my shot glass to look. Now that all 4 of my glasses are done, I'm going to sit them to the side and let them dry. Once the drying process is done, I'm going to remove my painter's tape. Now this sat overnight. I was working on 2 projects at once and it got late, so I just let it sit overnight to dry, but it really only takes a couple of hours for the Mod Podge and the glitter to dry. But I'm removing my painter's tape now, and make sure when you remove it pulling the painter's tape up and away from the glitter and Mod Podge that we just applied. Then I'm gonna go in with more Mod Podge and seal my glitter. Now that I'm done dancing, I'm going to take my brush and rub more Mod Podge on top of the glitter. Now, if you like, for better coverage, you can apply this Mod Podge and then another layer of glitter. I'm choosing not to because I'm going to decorate on top of the glitter, so just save some of my glitter for a different project. But you want to make sure that you are giving this good coverage of Mod Podge, spreading it out evenly on your glass, so that you can be sure that it dries nice and clear. Sometimes if you have a chunk of Mod Podge in one spot, it will look a little cloudy if it's too much. So make sure that you apply it evenly amongst all of your glitter. Coming to the edge of where the Mod Podge and glitter meet the top of the glass, I'm just going to slowly tap the tip of my brush right on the ends, just to make sure that all my glitter is sealed. Not too concerned about my ends not being completely straight, because when I go in and decorate it, I'm going to cover up any imperfections. Now, as I spoke earlier, making sure that you remove the painter's tape pulling up away from the Mod Podge and glitter, because I made the mistake of not doing that here, and it pulled off a big chunk of my Mod Podge and glitter from the glass. It separated it. So make sure that you're pulling your painter's tape up away from your Mod Podge and glitter. Again, I'm going to be decorating these with some of my bling wrap and my Fatback Gems, so I can cover up that little spot of the mess that I made there. I let those sit to the side for, I think it was about like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. and let them dry. And now that they are completely dry, I can touch it. It's not going anywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and start decorating my glasses. Alright, so I'm starting with my scrap bag of diamond bling wrap. And I'm going to be using this to make the edge of my Mod Podge at the top of my glass look a little bit neater, give it a little bit of a design. So I'm looking for individual strands is what I'm digging for. So I'm just gonna cut the rest of this one out. And if you guys saw my video yesterday with the desktop decor piece, it's that same string of bling wrap from that project. If you haven't seen it, please go back and watch it. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of my videos. So I'm gonna go in with my diamond bling wrap, and I am attaching my first piece right at that middle tip point at the base. And I'm just gonna wrap it around using my other hand to tack it down so that it stays within the design that I created. Once I get to the very end of that, I'm gonna take my scissors and cut off the excess bling wrap to use to apply to my next glass. Taking another single strand of bling wrap, I'm going to apply it to the bottom of my glass and go all the way around. And you guys, at this point, it is totally up to you how you want to decorate your project. Be creative, tap into your innovation, and just go decorate it to your liking. Here I'm just repeating the same process on my shot glasses. I'm using it to make my perimeter of the Mod Podge and glitter look even and a little more uniformed. Gives it a nice finished touch. Here I'm going in with my Fatback gem and I'm attaching it to the space where I left that big gap on my shot glass, and I chose to start my design there because I knew I wanted to cover that for sure, and then I would just decorate around that. And as I said, you guys, you know, be creative, decorate it to your liking. These are just the steps that I chose to take. I'm using the medium-sized gems that came in my giant pack that I got from Micheals. I'm using the medium-sized ones and the smallest ones in this project. I always use the big ones for most of my projects, usually because I don't want to be bothered with the tiny ones, but I wanted this to be extra special for my husband, so I'm just taking my time and decorating it to my liking. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. What are your Fridays usually like? My Fridays, I consider to be my busy days. That is the day when, once my kids are off to school, I reset our home back to the start position. Meaning I get some laundry done, I get some deep cleaning done while they're gone, and then when they come home, they put away their laundry. And so Fridays are our reset days where we reset. Lately, our weekends have been real easy breezy, but prior to that, we were doing cheer, Pop Warner cheer, and so that made for very busy weekends, especially once that ran into competition time. So I kind of gotten myself into the habit of resetting before the weekend, and I like it. I like that our weekends are nice and chill and everything is clean, and then we can move into Monday with a fresh start. So yeah, those are usually my Fridays. My partying days are over. So usually when I'm decorating glasses or anything really, I like to just do a little bit at a time. That way I'm not doing too much. And I just like to take the time to look at it and try to see where I can add something, but not take away from the simplicity or the elegance element of the whole project, you know? So I'm just I'm just taking my time and decorating the glasses as I see fit. So guys, I thought I was stopping here with my champagne flute. But as I looked at it, I walked past it and looked at it again. I could just see there being more, but not too much. So I'm gonna go in some more and add some more gems and just play with the placing, and this is what I came up with. I also went in and added a row of Fatback Gems to the bottom of the champagne flute. I'm gonna go in a little while and add another row to that. I want it to go a little further up. I'm still thinking about it, so I just may go back and add more. But again, I have a habit of overdoing it, so I'm trying to pull myself back. This is why I decorate slow. I take my time so that it can be perfect and, you know, not too much. But thus far, I'm satisfied with the placement of everything. I absolutely love the top piece where I added more jewels up to the top. It gave it a fuller look, and I like that a lot. I'm also thinking of adding a handwritten lettering up at the top with my initial and my husband's initial on one as well. Playing with the idea of that. If I do all of this, adding it on, then I will put another video out. These glasses are very important for me because our anniversary is in February. So we will be using these for our anniversary dinner as well. And we will have guests. So I am taking particular care of decorating with these glasses because I'm going to use them more than once and for an important occasion. I didn't want to leave the back of it bare, so I went in with 2 strands of the diamond bling wrap, found the middle meeting point of my back where I glitter and Mod Podged it, and then I'm just attaching that straight down the middle of the back. All right, everyone, that is it. We are all done with our champagne flutes and shot glasses for our day 3 DIY Valentine's Day tablescape. Super excited about the way all of this is coming together. I can't wait to see everything on the table all at once. And I think I am going to go back in and add in my husband and I's initials at the top of these champagne flutes. So keep your eyes open for that video to come as well. Tomorrow's video is going to entail a champagne bottle that's going to match our glasses. That can also help fill out our table and decorate for our special Valentine's Day together this year. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share me with family and friends. Also, hit that bell so you don't miss any more videos. God is love. Good night.